Hello student, welcome to next lecture for field theory. In last lecture, we have taken definition of finite field, examples of finite field. After that, we also proved some results based on the finite field. Now we prove one theorem related to finite field. F is a field with p raised to n elements and m is a positive integer. Means it is given that f is a finite field of p raised to n elements, where p is a prime number and m is a positive integer. Then there exists an extension field of f, that is E, where the degree of extension of E over f is m and all such extensions are isomorphic. We know one result. If f is a finite field with p raised to n elements, then it is a splitting field of x raised to p raised to n minus x. In fact, if we consider the polynomial x raised to p raised to n minus x over the finite field, suppose this polynomial belongs to fpx filled with p elements, that is fpx, then all the roots of this polynomial are distinct, because if we take this polynomial as f of x, then we get derivative of this polynomial is p raised to n into x raised to p raised to n minus 1 minus 1 over this field fp, whose characteristic is p. The first term is 0 because it contains power of p, hence p raised to n congruent to 0 modulo p. Therefore first term is 0 in fpx, second term is minus 1. P is a prime number, hence p takes at least value 2 and greater than or equal to 2. The prime numbers are 2, 3, 5 and so on. Therefore the least possible prime is 2, where minus 1 is not equal to 0. Minus 1 is not congruent to 0 modulo p for all primes p. Hence this f dash of x is not equal to 0 for all p. If we consider any prime number p, then this derivative is not equal to 0, means derivative is not equal to 0 over all finite fields. Hence this polynomial fx have no multiple root. Then its splitting field is the extension of given field fp, that is a field with p raised to n elements. This is what we have proved in last lecture. Now we use that result here. If f is a finite field of p raised to n elements, it is given that f is a finite field with p raised to n elements. We want the extension of f, which is E, where the degree of extension of E over f is m. Consider a polynomial fx in the form of x raised to p raised to m into n minus x over field fx. It is given that f is a finite field with p raised to n elements, hence f is the splitting field of the polynomial x raised to p raised to n minus x. Therefore, if we consider the polynomial, suppose gx x raised to p raised to n minus x, this polynomial has at most p raised to n roots and its splitting field is a finite field with p raised to n elements. That is the field f has splitting field f. Therefore, if u is not equal to 0 and u is the element of the field here, then u satisfy this equation, u raised to p raised to n minus u equal to 0. This implies u raised to p raised to n is equal to u, implies u raised to p raised to n into u raised to minus 1 is equal to 1, that is u raised to p raised to n minus 1 is equal to 1. This equation gives order of element u, where u is not equal to 0 and u is the element of the finite field f that contains p raised to n elements, where u raised to p raised to n minus 1 equal to 1. This implies order of the element u belongs to the finite field f is p raised to n minus 1, implies order of element u equal to p raised to n minus 1. Now we know that n is divisor of m into n. N divides if we have m as a positive integer, it is given that m is a positive integer. Also, this n is a positive integer. Therefore, n divides the product m into n. This implies p raised to n divides p raised to m into n. Also, this implies p raised to n minus 1 divides p raised to mn minus 1. What is this p raised to n minus 1? This p raised to n minus 1 is order of the element u. That is, order of the element u dividing the term p raised to mn minus 1. This implies u raised to this p raised to mn minus 1 is equal to 1. Why? Because we know order of the element, suppose that element is u is equal to k, and if we have k divides l, then u raised to l is also 1. That is, u raised to p raised to mn minus 1 is equal to 1. Because order of the element u, p raised to n minus 1 is a divisor of p raised to mn minus 1. Hence, u raised to p raised to mn minus 1 is equal to 1. U raised to p raised to mn minus 1 is equal to 1 gives u raised to p raised to mn into u raised to minus 1 is equal to 1. That is, u raised to p raised to mn is equal to u. Implies u raised to p raised to mn minus u is equal to 0. Hence, u satisfying the equation fx, u satisfying the polynomial x raised to p raised to mn minus x is equal to 0. Since u is arbitrary element of the finite field f, as u is arbitrary element of field f, we can consider all the elements of the field f as roots of the polynomial fx. All the elements of field f having p raised to n elements are roots of the polynomial fx. But fx has degree p raised to mn. Fx has degree p raised to mn. Hence, fx has at most p raised to mn roots by fundamental theorem of algebra. But fx can have at most mn roots, p raised to mn roots, and all the roots are distinct. See, f is a field with p raised to n elements, but fx have at most p raised to mn roots, and all the roots of the polynomial fx are distinct. Hence, we get a extension of the field f. Because f contains only p raised to n elements, this polynomial has degree p raised to mn that can have at most p raised to mn roots, but we know all the roots are distinct. Hence, we get the extension of f that contains all the roots of fx. Hence, there is an extension E of f that contains all roots of polynomial fx. what we have? We have extension E of f that contains all the roots of fx, means E is the splitting field of the polynomial fx. That is, E is splitting field of polynomial fx over f. But we know splitting fields of a polynomial are unique up to isomorphism. Hence, we have all such extensions are isomorphic, and we are getting E as extension of f. Number of elements of f are p raised to n, and E is the extension field of f, that E contains p raised to mn elements, means we have this degree of extension of E over here is m. F is a field with p raised to n elements. It contains a prime field that is isomorphic to Fp. F contains a prime field that is isomorphic to Fp. This contains p elements and F contains p raised to n elements. Therefore, this degree of extension is n. And we have the extension E of F, degree of extension m, that means the splitting field of fx, but we know splitting field of a polynomial are unique, hence these extensions are isomorphic. If we take another extension of field f of order m, then that extension is isomorphic with this extension E. And all such extensions are again subfields of F closure. F closure contains all such extensions whose order over the given field are m. Now we take the another result, theorem. The multiplicative group of non-zero elements of finite field is cyclic. Let F be finite field and consider the non-zero elements of F, the group of non-zero elements of F is, suppose that is F star. As F is a finite field, then group of non-zero elements of F, that is F star, is also finite, and F star contains m elements. F star is a group with m elements. Let alpha belongs to F star. Alpha is element of the group F star, that is of maximal order. Alpha belongs to F star is of maximal order. Suppose that order is k, that is alpha raised to k is equal to 1, because order of element alpha is k, and k is the maximum order among order of all the elements of this group F star. By Lagrange's theorem, order of any element of the group divides the order of group. Here the order of group is m and order of element alpha is k, therefore k divides m. K is divisor of m. This implies k is less than or equal to m. This is the first equation. Let beta be a of group F star of order R, that is beta raised to R is equal to 1, alpha is of order K, beta is of order R, alpha and beta are elements of the field F star. Hence, there should exist an element of F star whose order is least common multiple of K and R. Therefore, there exists an element in F star whose order is least common multiple of K and R. But we know least common multiple of K and R is at most implies what least common multiple of K and R is greater than or equal to K. LCM of K and R is greater than or equal to K. But what is K? K is the maximum order of element of F star. Maximum order of element of F star is K. That element is alpha. Hence, this is equality, but K is maximum order of element of F star. Therefore, this least common multiple of K and R should equal to K. As least common multiple of K and R is K, this implies R is divisor of K. R divides K. What is R? R is the order of the element beta, and order of the element beta is divisor of K. Therefore, beta raised to K is also 1. What is beta? Beta is other element of F star than alpha. Means all the elements, as alpha and beta are arbitrary and they have order K, in general we say all the elements of group F star are of order K. All the elements of field F star satisfy the equation x raised to K is equal to 1. All the elements of this group satisfy the equation x raised to K is equal to 1. Because alpha and beta are arbitrary, we get alpha raised to K is equal to 1 because we have considered order of alpha is K. If beta is other element of group F star and beta raised to R is 1, that is order of beta is 1, then we again get beta raised to K is equal to 1. Hence, all the elements of group F star satisfies the equation x raised to K equal to 1. But what is the degree of polynomial? X raised to K minus 1 equal to 0 can have at most K roots. This is a polynomial of degree K. In by fundamental theorem of algebra, it has at most K roots. Number of elements of F star are M. F star is a group with M elements, and this polynomial has at most root K. And also we have all the elements of the group F star satisfy the equation x raised to K equal to 1. Hence, we have M less than or equal to K. Because of what? All the elements of F star are roots of this polynomial, but this polynomial has degree K, it has at most K roots. Therefore, M, which is number of element of F star, is less than or equal to K, that is degree of the polynomial x raised to K minus 1. This is the second equation. From 1 and 2, we have M is equal to K. What this imply? M is equal to K. Number of elements of the group F star are M is equal to K, that is the order of the element alpha. Means alpha generates the group F star. F star contains M number of elements. Alpha raised to K is equal to 1 and other powers of alpha gives the all the elements of this group F star. That is F star is multiplicative group of non-zero elements. F star is group of non-zero elements. Now we proved it is a multiplicative group generated by alpha. This equation gives alpha is generator of finite group F star. And we know the non-zero elements of a finite field forms a group under multiplication. Hence alpha is generator of finite group F star under multiplication. That is F star is a multiplicative group which is cyclic. Hence, group of non-zero elements of finite field is a cyclic group. Thank you, student.